Hey, what's going on, guys? G1 Extron here, and I am joined with my co-hosts PrimalSabbath and Victory Saber 77. This is Cybercast episode 62, the Transformer Video Podcast. Got quite a bit of news for you guys today. We're going to be talking about some official stuff, Hasbro Takara. Then we're going to jump into the third party. There is a ton of MakeToys stuff, so it's going to almost seem like we're sponsored by them on this episode, but I promise you we're not, unless they want to. Then we do have a nice little topic towards the end. Also, if you guys have any questions, please just leave them in the comment section, and we'll get to those towards the end as well. Feel free to comment or whatever during the show, and we usually try to read most of those off to kind of give your opinions and your thoughts on the show. So, pretty interactive Transform podcast we got here. So, you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourself, Dakota?
Yep, I'm Dakota. You can find me everywhere at PrimalSabbath.
Cool, and I'm Jaim, Victory Saber 77. You can find me at Twitter and YouTube. That's it. Yeah.
All right, and you can find me, G1 Hextron, at Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook page, the G1 Hextron. We also do have a few community things. We do have our website, cybercastnetwork.com. Everything we're going to be taking a look at today is found on our website, so go ahead and register for a free membership. That way you can kind of get involved in the forums and post pictures of your collection and stuff like that. We do have one of our members that we're going to be taking kind of a spotlight collection and taking a look at his, and we'll probably start doing that every week. We'll just pick one and we'll show it off during the Cybercast. So if you want to be featured in that, definitely post your pictures. If you don't know how to do that, then we also have a video on Cybercast Network YouTube channel. So if you want to subscribe there, it teaches you how to do that. It's a real quick video. We also have our Twitter, CybercastNet, which I think we have like 2 followers that know English. I mean, we are huge in like Japan or China or Korea or something like that. All the things that I really can't understand. So, but I think it's because always.
Oh, my bad.
It's always because we put pictures up, and I think they just like look at the pictures and they're just like, oh, cool. So,
I think Jaim and I are the only 2 like English-speaking followers too. So.
Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty much it. Like, you throw Charles and Dalton in there, and that's about it. So, but I do like the way that Twitter does it now, to where if you click on expand, it actually automatically translates it for you. So that's something I just figured out today.
Sucks that it doesn't do on the phone via the mobile app.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna learn how to turn off those notifications because, dude, they retweet quite a bit. But you guys want to go ahead and jump into, I guess, haul / what you got coming up? I know it seems like every week I lie to people. I'm like, yeah, I got Transformers coming up, and no Transformers. But Dakota, why don't you start off?
Well, I did already post a little review of this guy for some people who may know. I actually had a lot of like Transformers Prime stuff in the pipe that was going to come up. But I just deleted all that, and I'm just going to sit on that Rat Trap review. And I've got a transformation video of him coming up tomorrow. And I'm just going to sit on it until Botcon. So I also have 2 of the Transmutate Collectors Club figures coming to me, hopefully next week. If they ship them next week, I hope. But that's it for me.
Cool.
Jaim?
For me, hauls, picking up G2 Sideswipe, or the Masterpiece G2 Sideswipe. Let's see, what else did I pick up? I picked up movie toys. So I went out and I actually decided what the hell. So I bought the Leader Class Grimlock, and my in-laws actually got me the
I was waiting on it.
So that was pretty fun, I guess. I'm not sure if it's a joke or if it was an acceptance of me being a collector, but we'll see. It's a nice
What was
figure.
the first edition TF4 Optimus Prime?
No, this is not that one. This is the nice chrome version, which is nice. But and then I got the Dinobots Scorn and Slug. Also picked up some turtle stuff. So that's about it.
So for our race to get the most TF4 figures, what's your count, Dakota? How many TF4 figures do you have right now?
4.
Jaim?
Yeah, stay with me. 4.
Okay. Well, you're both beating me. I have 0, but that's to be expected. I did take a look at them today, and some of them look kind of cool in packaging. That Scorn looks pretty nice, but I'm just not going to bite on it. As far as hauls for me or what you can look forward to, I plan on Monday. I was going to do Masterpiece Voltron. I got that in. But I'm probably going to save that for like maybe Wednesday or something like that. Just because I got these new, I was so hyped about these DC comic by Matty Collector, Multiverse, Michael Keaton, Tim Burton Batmans, and I think it's partly my fault because I like overhyped myself up for it. It was one of those things where I was like, yep, absolutely bought. But they were really expensive, and they're just really lacking. So I'll get into that in the review. But also, I'm going to finally do Cosmos. I've been sitting on that thing for, 3 weeks now. So hopefully some TF Transformer stuff.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Every time I
stay with me.
I'm just going to give you Ninja Turtles again.
I just see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm like, man, not okay.
They're hit and miss. Like, obviously, people are getting a little sick of them because they're at the very start when I started uploading them. Like, they were getting more, views than Transformers were, and then here towards the end, people were just kind of like, "All right, man, you're really pushing the envelope here." So, give us back the rotating robots. So, I haven't done a G1 in a while either. So. I wanted to, I guess before we get into the screen share, we do have a couple of giveaways. The first one I'll show you guys is the shirt. And let me just pull it up so I can see it here. You must be a subscriber to Cybercast Network, G1 Hextron, PrimalSabbath, and Victory Saber 77 on our YouTube channels. Must become a member of CybercastNetwork.com. Again, like I said, it's absolutely free, and everything we're talking about today is going to be located on the website. And once whatever, I've been up for almost 24 hours. CybercastNetwork.com has 100 members. We will randomly select a winner, and no matter where you live in the world, we will be shipping that out to you free of charge, so you don't have to pay for anything. There's also another contest that as soon as we get 250 members on Cybercast Network, on YouTube, and also 250 members on CybercastNetwork.com, I will be sending out not to everyone, obviously, but I'll select a random person, and
he bought 1,200 of them. Don't let him lie to you.
No, I did not. There's probably that many located at my Toys R Us and Walmart right now. There's a ton of them. But Generations, Whirl, mint seal box, so never opened, and also Generations Rhinox. These are both the Hasbro versions, or I don't know if Whirl's got a card version, but yeah, the Rhinox is Hasbro. If it takes a while and there's like new stuff that comes out and you'd rather have that, then let me know. Whatever the price equivalent of that is, I'll send that out for you. So,
Age of Extinction, right there.
Yeah, if you want me to buy Age of Extinction stuff, then
we get Josh to finally buy an Age of Extinction.
It won't be for me, but it'll be for someone else.
Make him buy the Evasion Optimus Prime.
All right, so first off, there is our CybercastNetwork.com shirt. This was made by one of our Cybercast members, Punk Wiley. So awesome work there. Was wanting to get the new design, but it's a little slow on that. I was wanting to get hats before Botcon, but I don't know if we'll be able to pull that off. But do have these. We do have a few in stock. We also have a store section. If you look, at any page, it's going to be here in the far right under store, and you can select from there. All right, so getting into the articles, you have Cybercast Countdown to Botcon Part 11.
Yes, this was the 2008 year, the shattered year, and that is exactly what it's going to do to your wallet if you choose to pick it up this year or any point now. I don't know. It was interesting. Some of the same stuff kind of reoccurred. The whole Board Wars thing, which I swear, guys, eventually, it may be the next article. I'll finally get to tell you guys that it no longer existed. So that's pretty much it. It was just a high point for fun publications. Granted, 2007 did super for them too, but this one I think maybe more so because they sold out within like 2 weeks' time, if I'm not mistaken. So very kind of weird. I don't know. It's not even like the guest list wasn't even that super either. It was just, I don't know. That's what happens when they have a really awesome set of toys that doesn't rely solely on the 30th anniversary. So
I'm sure they appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a great set, but yeah, like you said, it's gonna cost you some money.
And this is the one that everyone pretty much. This is like the Alpha Trion of the set, right?
Between that and for a while there, it was the Shatterglass Rodimus because of that Fans Project add-on.
This guy right here.
Yeah, but now, I mean, I don't know. That Rodimus has literally, it's taken a 50% price decrease. Megatron's really not too terrible to get. You could probably even get both of them for like, it's still mint and sealed baggy for like $500 now, I think.
Well,
maybe a little
that's
less.
that's not like change you would find on your couch. That's still quite a bit of money.
Oh, well, at this point, I consider that change.
It was a high roller.
Yeah. You know, the other two, you could probably pick both of them up for, you know, a couple $100. Blur and Sideswipe aren't really that sought out. The box set, though, the box set's going to run you a pretty chunk of change. It's, I see here recently, it's kind of, I don't know, averaging out to about $1,100-$1,200 for the box set. So, and that Ricochet, the attendee freebie, I mean, that thing, that's another one of those, you know, $200-$300 figures. No,
like
that's Nightbeat.
Okay, I like the colors on him.
Yeah, that's the Shatterglass Nightbeat. That's something I'd really like to acquire, but you know, I'm just kind of staying away from the custom class figures from these older years. They don't really play into the fiction, so. But yeah, and I mean, eventually I'm gonna have to just make that, you know, make that freaking jump into the water of, you know, $2,500 or more down the drain, which I consider it. I don't know. It's not like the 07 set. That would be down the drain. The 08 set, since I have the 12 set, the 2012 set, it would all like work so much better.
All right, move along to the Legend of Brave, King of Braves, Gaiga. You like that? Pretty accurate? No?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked.
All right, what we got?
Part 2 here, we're taking a look at the Ryu brothers. I know that there is a bunch of girls, you know, 2 girls, but they are part of the Gal Gaigar final, and I won't touch on them until I reach that actual anime. But being that it's kind of a busy week for me, I decided I didn't want to leave everyone hanging, so I decided these guys are really awesome. I want to get these guys out there. And, you know, the whole symmetrical docking, we saw that in Brave X Kaiser with the Ultra Raker figure with the Raker brothers, but we really get a really nice, you know, sense of it here. I mean, Enryu, Horyu, all these guys are really cool, and on top of that, they can actually combine with each other to form, as you're seeing right there, their other forms. So
That's
I
awesome.
don't know.
I didn't even know we could do that to the website.
It's a GIF, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Come on, Josh. Give it the times.
You old man.
Look, dude, I just post pictures and collect news. So, all right. Moving on to kind of our spotlight collection. This is from Cybercast member. I might get the name wrong, so I apologize. But Tulala, I don't know if I'm saying that right. But you can see, you know what I like to do whenever I look at other people's collections? I don't know if you guys do this as well, but I just kind of like look at it and I'm just like start picking out stuff that I want. I'm just like, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
That's pretty much what I was like. I was like, oh man, that top shelf, yeah.
Oh yeah, and dude, yeah, man, you know, take some, you know, closer pictures of this. I'd like to see all the stuff, and I'm
Really
sure
well
everyone else would.
organized, too. Really cool.
Yeah,
Like
you
the
see, he's got
prime
all the
shelf there.
primes throughout here, and it looks like he's got Krios stuff right here, some Bumblebees, and some movie stuff.
Yeah, got Lyle Convoy. Nice.
And then he's got these little ships up here. I'd like to see, you know, all this stuff. That's cool. So, yeah, man, definitely post some more stuff up. And if you'd like to maybe be a collection spotlight on one of the future weeks, then, you know, just go through here and You'll go to collections. You'll start a new what is it? New topic, and just put in your Cybercast name, collection, and start posting the pictures. All right,
And definitely add.
in.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I just wanted to say, definitely if you get into the collection, don't hesitate to add to your collection too, and post that in there and let us know, because everyone's collection usually grows. So
yeah, it's a nice way to post hauls and stuff like that.
So cool.
All right, so the first part of news, new Transformer Collectors Club Transmutate and Rampage. Dakota, you want to explain this to us?
Basically, it's just newer pictures of Transmutate and Rampage. That Transmutate is the actual version we're going to get. You can see it looks a little more gold than that kind of beige look that they gave her, and I kind of wish we would have gotten the beige version. And it also now confirms that we are for sure getting the first edition mold of RC instead of that crummy RID mold. The box is supposed to show off both of them, because you can put Protoform X or Rampage now in the box with her, just like they did with the Run Amok and Runabout exclusives.
Nice.
She is selling for $59, limited to 2 per member, and still hasn't sold out, at least not when I checked a couple hours ago. So really nice. In previous years, and I treated this just like one of those previous years Collectors Club, like old school exclusives, where it was just a set number made. There wasn't any, any made-to-order stuff like the figure subscription service. I was F1ing the crap out of my keyboard for the second time this month. So, I don't know. I'm glad I got her, but then again, it's good to see that, she hasn't quite sold out yet. I hope she does, just for the obvious reasons of possibly getting more characters like this. But I don't know, it's really neat to see. It's really, really neat to see they brought back that whole. You can put your freebie figure in that foam insert as well.
Hopefully we'll be getting that freebie figure soon.
The figure subscription service 2.0 stuff is shipping out this week. It's kind of a mixed message, huh?
So they say.
Yeah. And it's kind of a mixed message as to when Rampage and Transmutate will ship out. Transmutate was not a pre-order, it was an order. So they did say Rampage and Transmutate were going to be shipping separately. But I'm hoping that they kind of pull through and do what they did last year. Last year they shipped Scourge and Depth Charge all within a couple of days of each other.
Oh, cool.
So I'm really hoping that'll kind of be the case with the first FSS 2.0 figure, and then with these two here. So maybe next week, maybe the week after, but they said they were going to try to do it before Botcon.
All right, Transformers 4: Age of Extinction, Platinum Edition, Silver Knight Optimus Prime. Jesus, that is a mouthful.
Jeez, that looks terrible.
And
a mouthful.
That box art though looks really nice. I just wish the toy actually looked like that.
It looks like it's gonna have all this chrome on him, and unfortunately, it looks like they just ran out of paint.
Yeah.
It has. They're just like, we got any more red and blue? No. We'll just call this guy Silver. And you know what? So people will buy him. Call him Platinum Edition.
We put flames on it. Look at how cool we are. All this molded gray plastic we need to get rid of.
Besides Michael Bay, has anyone in the past decade gone into a paint body place and said, "Yeah, can you put flames on my vehicle?" I can't imagine that that's still.
I don't know. Didn't that die at the mid 2000s point?
I think even earlier than that. But oh man. This almost looks like a prototype.
That is.
Yeah.
That looks like a knockoff. Looks like one of those little Legion class figures that was photographed up close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I don't have anything on price here. You know it's gonna be at least $60 too. So.
Yeah, Platinum Edition, TRU exclusive.
Is it TRU exclusive?
Almost all the Platinum Edition stuff has been.
More than likely.
Wow.
Sad.
Yeah.
All right, so we get to see the TF4 Dinobot Sludge, which is actually named Slog.
Oh man, that thing's a Voyager. Nice. I thought it was going to be another deluxe.
So you can see what he looks like in package. This is the only one that they didn't do any crazy colors with.
If only all of them could have looked like that. I don't know. I'm happy with the way they turned out, because I don't know. I'm putting all the Dinobots on my Botcon 2014 shelf as like cannon fodder, random no-name knights. So I'm cool with it.
They do look good with each other. I do like the look of the Dinobots in the robot modes.
But that's actual images. This is what we were looking at earlier, so obviously a huge difference there. Doesn't have all that nice silver. It's kind of a lightish color gray plastic there. All right, and this created a little bit of buzz on Twitter. TF4 Optimus Prime Evolution 2-pack. So you're going to be getting the classics or universe or whatever you want to call it, and you're also going to be getting the evasion mode Optimus. Now, the only problem I have with this is why does it say 1984 down here for the classics, or I'm just going to call it classics version, the Chug?
Because it's colored in the G1 Prime's color scheme. You see the chrome legs, the paint accents on the forearms and the crotch area and the legs all matches up to the I guess what would be the sticker layout for the Generation 1 version. But at this point, I'm kind of like, I'll give the first guy in China $1,000 to steal the Classics Prime mold and just destroy it. I'm so done with seeing that thing. $1,000, that's no bluff. I need proof. No bluff.
This is the same package design, though, that they did with Grimlock. I mean, we got the Energon Grimlock, I believe, packaged with the new Age of Extinction one. So, but if that's decently priced, I would pick it up just for the chrome, because I'm not going to want to buy the Henkei, because I'm looking at buying a chrome version of this mold just so I can have it replace the classics one that I have in my Trailer Force crossover gen, Super Genra, I guess if you want to call it. So they all match with all the chrome and goodies.
And there's also another little change here, where the other guys, this version here, you can see that the blue panel right here. Well, that's this panel, so they actually painted this red on the outside to where all the previous releases were blue right here.
Yeah, or the same color as whatever the legs were or whatever. I know it was very
they're all blue.
Yeah.
So they actually painted the red on top of this blue, and you can kind of see a little bit of it there. I don't know why you put flames on this thing. It just...
I think they did it for the more... I mean, you know how he looks like in the movie? That old truck, it had flames painted on it, oddly enough. I guess they did it for that. I don't know. They took...
I just don't know why they have to continue doing the flames throughout all the movies. Like, he's not the movie Optimus Prime unless he has the flames on him or something.
I just can't wait till they kill him off and go to a different leader.
No, bring in Rodimus. Just putting 1984, then you need to put color scheme or something on there, because I just know that there is some 4-year-old that buys this and say, oh, so this I get to get a 1984 Optimus Prime, and then 10 years from now we're having that conversation where I'm trying to explain, or anyone, that no, this was not made in 1984. Because you said it's because they colored him like the G1 Optimus Prime. Well, if they did with him, are they going to call this guy 1984 as well?
No, 2014. They should have put a 30th anniversary sticker on there somewhere to kind of bridge that a little bit, but
that would have been nice.
It's just, I guess, implied from 1984 2014.
Oh God, please no, please not this next one.
Oh yeah. So
go to the next tab. We're done with this. We are done talking about this.
I thought this was totally fake until I saw it in package, and I was like, really? So I thought it was someone trolling, but yeah, this is real. This is happening.
Okay, for the record, I like that mold. I like that mold of Skyhammer. I liked it enough to buy it and consider it, a wrecker that was kind of unnamed or whatever. It's a good mold. I like it as the Botcon 2013 Sandstorm. What I do not like it as is a helicopter drift. This is supposed to tie it, spoiler alert, possibly, I don't know, everyone close your ears if you think it may be true. Drift is supposedly changing sides, and he's going to get this new alt form. and it was supposed to be a helicopter or something. But regardless, I think the car will do me in quite nicely, and that is going to be that.
Well, yeah, I mean, because remember they can just run around. They can just go up on two wheels and just scan stuff. Now I don't know why they don't scan tanks and stuff like that whenever they get into battles, but you know they can scan stuff whenever they want, right? According to Michael Bay.
According, yes, but why? I'm leaving it alone. I'm gonna have to leave it alone.
We'll move on. You know, there's someone that's extremely excited about this. So
I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I'll probably pick it up for kicks.
All right, so James, that one guy, we actually have him in our fold.
Yeah, sorry.
all right, so getting on to Masterpiece news, and I actually have quite a bit of it. Takara Tomy has said that they will be releasing some Masterpiece reissues for 2015, and those are MP10, Optimus Prime, MP11 Starscream, MP12. You have what is it?
Sideswipe.
Sideswipe, yeah. I was thinking Lambor is what else. Yeah, and MP14. You know, this is good for people that never got an opportunity to get the Optimus Prime. Now, this is all going to be Takara stuff, so you know.
The Dead Eyes version of Optimus.
Yeah, it's gonna be that version of Optimus. So, and it looks like MP10 is gonna be around $220. MP11 about $140, and the Lambors, they're gonna be around $60.
So basically, the exact price they came out at years ago, as far as Starscream and Optimus are concerned. I don't know, man. I like the Optimus. I like the Takara Optimus more than the Hasbro version. Granted, I really wish they would have just, said, "Hey, we fixed this Starscream." So, that would have been nice with a locking chest. That I would actually buy it.
Just seems odd that they're releasing reissues. Besides the MP10, there. I mean, we're getting a second run of Red Alert here pretty soon. Sideswipe's already had a second run. We've already had a second run of Starscream there. Just seems. Can you not take the Starscream mold and at least paint it, black, purple? Skywarp?
And I think this would also kind of maybe confirms that more than likely we're not going to get Hasbro versions of these guys anytime soon.
Yeah.
Just because, Takara's, coming out with them. We know we're getting a Prowl, and also Sunstorm. You got Grimlock as well, and I can't think of the others at the moment, but.
Speaking of that whole second run thing, I don't know. I've got like I guess a theory on that. My theory is that it was just our English, our American retailers and even probably our European retailers. I think they happen to have been able to get another like big shipment of stock from their overseas suppliers. I think that's why they dub it second run, and they're able to sell it at the price they want to sell it at.
Well, I thought the Lambor second run actually was supposed to fix some QC issues, wasn't it, by Takara?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. With all the disclaimers on the various websites like BBTS and TF Source and so on, we'll see, I guess.
It's nice that there's Masterpiece aplenty out there. And so don't jump on the bandwagon going on eBay just because most of the e-tailers are sold out. Now you have hope that they're going to start recycling them back in, which is really cool.
I mean, because these things sell out all the time, and this kind of even puts it to scalpers. They'd be like, I'm not. Why even scalp it if I'm having to pay money for it and I can only get $15 more than what I actually paid for it. It makes it really not that worth it to them. Yeah. Because they keep on coming out with these guys. Now, if they didn't, then yeah, you're going to see these guys, go up in price and value. But I'm a man of the people. I want all the collectors to get everything that they want. So
yeah.
And be happy. Right, so now take a look at Masterpiece Silver Streak. This is our exclusive that we thought we were going to get the blue Diaclone Blue Streak, but instead it's going to be the commemorative series, basically Silver Streak here. This guy.
Or isn't that like the original G1?
Yeah. They just called him Silver Streak. Yeah, but this is like the original G1 too. So okay, I'm gonna
get
buy
those
it.
missile launchers. That would be nice.
We get those.
The picture there.
Yeah, that would be.
That would be sweet. And not one, but two.
Yeah, because it's an exclusive. Maybe they give us a little bit extra. They should.
Yeah.
I don't know how exclusive it is. It's only like $10 more than what the other ones are. But yeah, it's kind of our first look at him, so we can see exactly what it looks like. And man, I have been freaking out about this all week. This is definitely bought. This looks so amazing to me. I don't know anything about this anime, but that color scheme is just beautiful.
I'll tell you what I really love is at the top of the trailer has the nerve on it. And so I'm like, maybe this was like the secret reason as to why my brain was telling me to sell MP10 oh so long ago. God, do I want to? Oh, scroll down to the trailer. Let's see how nice that looks.
I'll get there.
Oh my God.
We got pictures of
everything about like
must have. Roller has the little details, and I mean the trailer is just it's really nice looking.
Now when are we gonna get like G1 Prime color scheme Eva Unit 1? Because I would gladly set up a shelf just for both of those, the MP10 and the Eva Unit 1. Really digging it.
Get the Energon X, so you get all the accessories again, and I mean there's so much different with this. I mean, they just went above and beyond on this. And here's a kind of a nice close-up. You see these little red dots, and I think there's going to be quite a bit of paint involved here. There's going to have to be.
Yeah, he literally has the Eva Unit 1 paint deco. That's what I mean. Just everything about it's so awesome.
Got the Autobot and the other nerve.
The nerve. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's sweet.
Man, well, what's this? I mean, are there any like? Look at pricing info right now.
I saw one person. I couldn't confirm it with them, but they said I don't know if it was just going to be for their particular website, but I think they said like $230, $240.
Not bad.
Yeah,
I think it was like $240. And you know what? I was looking at this, and like even the nice little details, like it says like I don't know, it says like danger or something. I can't see all that, but yeah, even to have that is pretty awesome.
Real quick, we have a comment from Chris. He says, "Why can't Hasbro just give the collectors a premium shelf and say we will sell all Takara stuff for extra cost, but have a system like FunPub so you can subscribe to it?" And basically, Chris, you answered your question because FunPub is kind of that market. If anyone should be doing it, it should be FunPub. I'm surprised they haven't gotten with Takara yet to get. I mean, we already have their team up with eHobby. Which gets us that stuff at a close enough price, cheaper than various other places, but there's pros and cons to it. If anyone, but then again, I don't think Hasbro would look too kindly on FunPub selling Takara retail products and not, Hasbro or even a mixture of the two. Whereas in other countries they can coexist on the shelf somehow. So that's tricky business there.
Anything else?
He also said, "What the hell, Skydrift?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that it?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next thing, just a new magazine scan of MP20 Masterpiece Wheeljack. You kind of see him from the side, front, and back. A little bit of a close-up. Looks like his missile's going to be able to be, pull out and stuff like that.
I want Marlboro colors. I want that as an eHobby exclusive.
And here you kind of see a little bit of, all the car there, but you can kind of see the transformation. It's not obviously exact and showing you everything to move, but you can get the kind of the general idea what's going on there. Thought that was cool.
Yeah.
So thought I'd post that. I'm excited for this guy. I hope he sells well, just because this isn't something that it's not like, Landlord where you can make like a bunch of repaints or, the Datsun where you can make a bunch of repaints. It's kind of, hey, you guys need to buy this because if you want any more of these, we can only make, one color scheme or, they might do like the Diaclone or something or maybe the Marlboro thing, who knows. But if they give us one of these things that they can only come out with one color scheme for, then it's got to sell really well to entice them to keep on doing that. Otherwise, they're just going to be like, look, if we can't repaint this into 6 different things, then it's not worth it to us. So
Yeah. I think that's why they're coming out with Wheeljack. The hype of we're not getting ever a reissued version of Wheeljack, and I think a lot of people have been clamoring to want this figure for a while, and this will probably set the tone. If it sells well, then they're gonna continue doing, like these one only, kind of Transformers. But I'm really excited for it. I can't wait to get him.
I mean, you can even come out with some crazy color scheme like this thing. I don't even care if it's a crossover of anything. Just paint them all crazy colors. I'll buy that one too. So.
Yeah. Like if they did Slicer, oh man, I'd do that.
I'll see. There's a couple of different things they could do probably. All right, and moving on to Masterpiece Star Saber. Another kind of silhouette.
Art.
Yeah, a little sketch art here.
I'm tired of these, man. I want the damn.
It just keeps on.
Ready for some prototype images at this point.
Yeah.
Teasing you here, but you can see that. I guess the way that they're going to do the ears here, I like how they're flare out, kind of like he did in the anime, which instead of like just straight up, I think that would have looked kind of stupid there. Everything looks pretty nice so far. Unfortunately, that's the only image that we have.
It's gonna look nice. It's a sketch, right?
Yeah.
After we get off, Jaim, he's gonna print this off, and he's just gonna like cut it out and just play with it. He's gonna put it on the recipe shelf.
I'm gonna put it next to my original G1. Just like this is what it's gonna look like. This. Can't wait. Can't wait. I'm gonna put you in a pose that you can actually look like you're wielding your sword, not just like I have a sword. That's it. I have an elbow joint and a ratchety arm. That's it.
Yeah, for him to do some of those moves, like in the anime. Man, the Masterpiece line is so awesome. If there's one line to get in, if you're a Transformer fan, get the Masterpiece line. I mean, you don't have to buy every single little thing, but it's just like the Wheeljack. This guy right here, it's a masterpiece. It's got everything that you want, and it's going to be cheaper than you going and finding a G1 that's complete and good condition. To where it's not yellow, it's white and everything else.
Chipped.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just such a good deal.
Watch Takara price their Masterpiece Star Saber at like $400 US. That would be sad for me.
Yeah, it would be. That would suck so bad.
Dude, I just start selling stuff. All right, now getting into, I believe this is going to start off with the third-party news. I'm not sure if this is official or if it's kind of a crossover, but it's the Bear Brick X Transformers Optimus Prime. So apparently these little things are popular. I see them pop up every once in a while. I don't get, why they're popular, but because they always paint them like in different things, like Deadpool's or Superman or I don't know, Fred Flintstone. I don't know, but I don't know. There's just all kinds of crazy things.
No,
but
that is totally bought.
Yeah, it turns into a little Optimus Prime here. So, do you think it's going to be the Optimus Prime colors more than likely? But what would kind of be kind of cool is if you could buy like just a, primer version to where you could paint it on your own. I mean, obviously it'd be cheaper, but if people wanted to customize it, because you can customize these little things, or you can buy like multiples, different types out. There's hundreds of them, different characters, like all the Marvel figures and DC and all that stuff. Where you could actually paint it on your own. That would be kind of a nice little touch, I think. I'd paint mine as Winnie the Pooh. Dakota, no thoughts? You don't like it?
It's just, I mean, it's a beast and all, but it's just not warsy enough for me.
Yeah, you know
So-
what? It could be a Beast Wars, yeah.
I'd paint them gummy bear colors.
Make it an Optimus Primal, and we'll talk. How about that?
All right.
We'll discuss from there.
All right, now getting into the KFC section. This
God.
is CT-01 Voyager, Tempest, not Cyclonus, and Nightstick. This is going to be a Voyager size. He's going to come with Nightstick, his Target Master, and also his two guns. So
What?
I appreciate what they're trying to do, but to be honest, my Reveal the Shield Deluxe, very tall deluxe,
it is a tall deluxe.
already comes with a nightstick,
Mhm.
albeit limited in articulation, and this looks like it's going to be, typical nice articulated stuff. Not going to warrant that Voyager price tag for me. Sorry, no thank you. But good for those who want a Voyager Cyclonus.
Yeah,
I'm going to get a lot of flack here, but I think they're morons. I mean, Ultra Magnus, we wanted a Voyager class. They went with the public. We're getting a masterpiece. Here's Ultra Magnus's pretty much nemesis in the G1 cartoon. Should we go masterpiece? Nah, we'll go Voyager. Well, it's like, what the hell?
Someone with some right thinking. Exactly. I mean,
It's like, that makes so much sense right there. But whatever, I guess.
I mean, I'm looking at it. I don't see that much difference from the official one.
With the exception of the fuselage, and it looks like the transformation scheme for the back and the back of the legs or whatever, there's not much of a difference. It looks more 86 animated style with, because it's all closed up and there's not like little small portions of gaps and so on. But at the same time, it's like the classics Reveal the Shield one. It works for being dirt cheap whenever I got it, especially since I was putting the hot rod on another shelf. It totally worked. And
Honestly,
it still
I
works.
kind of want one, to be honest, because I don't have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not getting this. I mean,
What's
I'm
next?
kinda-
Galvatron in a legend size? I mean,
I'm just kind of cutting. You can put the little Creole Galvatron in there. I'm just kind of cutting out third parties a little bit more and putting more faith into Masterpiece, just because what we've already seen so far in 2014 was more than what we were getting in 2013, and then what 2013 was a lot more than 2012. I mean, it has just started booming to where, I mean, you could almost grab a brand new Masterpiece figure every month. We're almost to that point. And they're not all $200 something. I mean, there's some whatever $70, $80 ones out there that they're coming out with, and you don't have to buy every single repaint out there. But eventually, we're going to get this. I mean, Cyclonus is a main character, and also because we're getting Ultra Magnus. Like you said, this is his nemesis. This is who he faces off with. Now, we haven't got a Galvatron yet, but have faith.
but yeah, where did this come from? I mean, why Cyclonus of all? We did Ultra Magnus, we're going to do a Cyclonus. We're not going to have them scaled right, but, sure.
Maybe
Doesn't make
because
sense.
Unique Toys came out with their Galvatron, and maybe they want to capitalize that way.
Yeah,
I'm not really
I
sure.
guess. Probably.
Something I'd like to touch on, though, is I'm sure we're 2 years away from the anniversary of the '86 movie. I have faith Takara's going to do, if not Cyclonus or Galvatron, both of them for that year.
And George, give me him too. Give me that little the little set, all three of them.
All right, well,
People are going to
I totally want. We've talked about these statues and stuff that go for like $4,000, $13,000. Now, if the '86 movie, the anniversary is coming up, then I want a third party to come out with a 4-foot Unicron or a 5-foot Unicron. Price it out at $3,000. I don't care. I'll pick it up. Let's do it. I've made it known. Now, I want a 4-foot Unicron.
So many people would be like more than game for that too. Transforming too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I can't say I'd be game for it, but yeah.
That would be so great.
All right, we'll move along to the next thing, It is Warbitron. WB01B, heavy noisy. I don't understand why it's not just heavy noise. Why is it heavy noisy? But it's better than. Wait a second. Okay. Not brawl. And it looks like they, instead of the little purple translucent pieces and stuff like that, they made it yellow. And instead of the purple translucent gun, they actually made them, a kind of a solid color there. So there you can see it's yellow instead of orange, or instead of purple, and instead of purple or translucent, these are kind of black here. So I'm not sure what other things they changed with it, but they said that this is, more. This is updated, and this is pretty much what you're getting here, and not what we have seen earlier.
I'm assuming that's yellow light piping, and that looks okay. I mean, it looks good, but I don't know. I'm still not really down for supporting Warbitron, so.
Yeah.
Nope. MakeToys will make one.
Oh yeah.
Or it'd be nice to get one from Dakota. Just saying. Give us some of that stuff. All right, so the next thing, kind of the same ballpark, and it is also by company Warbitron. It doesn't get old. It does not get old. I'm sorry. Some people are like, yeah, that's not funny anymore, but it's hilarious to me. All right. So the Shockwave accessory. Oh, you know what? I remember there was another third-party company that came out with, their Bruticus figure, and then I think they had a Shockwave add-on or throw in there as well. So,
the
Fans
world's
Project.
smallest world's smallest Transformers had a Shockwave, didn't they? That could actually fit into the hand of Bruticus.
Yeah, they had that, and then Fans Project, they had a throw-in, which was Quake. Wait a second.
Oh.
Fans Project, they're on blast too? Wow.
Dude.
Dakota's putting everybody on blast.
Putting the hammer of justice on everyone. Everyone's on blast today.
All right. Well, it's going to come with this little, weapon kit and stuff like that, or I guess you can put all this together so you get this nice rifle. There is their Shockwave that does transform. I think it looks a little bit better, or quite a bit better than the Fans Project one. And there you go. So just wanted to show that off to you guys. God, is that all the pictures? Oh, there's more? Okay, so that's all the little stuff that you'll get, and put it together. Make this big gun here. I think that's it, yeah. All right, now bringing up Perfect Effect, Death Stalker. I believe this is their not.
My God.
Now, I'm not 100% sure if it's just the head here or if it's the entire bot.
It's the entire bot.
I don't want the entire bot. I just want this thing.
Man, I want the whole thing. Like, I wonder if they're willing to take trade-ins from the Botcon version. I'm cool with. I'd be cool with having that Void replaced with something much better on that particular shelf. Because wow, please, I mean, damn, I dig this. I dig this a lot.
Well, I won't anyone sell me just the head, man. I just want a head.
I'm sure if there's enough demand for it, they would be willing to just put the head out there separately.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, I think the Botcon head looks better. But the whole overall package for this looks much better than what we're getting with the box set this year. So, I mean, wow.
Oh, I mean, we're looking at a silhouette here, so calm down.
Oh yeah, that's just it. Like the silhouette already looks better. Trust me. Like you don't understand. I want that mold that we can't even see 100% of. I want that as Black Zarak with a new head. Of course.
Jaim, thoughts?
It looks nice. I like it. The head, yeah, it's okay. I'd like to see the rest of the body there.
Yeah, I'm not.
I like how it scales with Warden there too. So
yeah.
I like that.
Me and Jaim aren't so quick to jump on. Yeah, I'm buying that. Looking at silhouettes.
It's
but
IDW, so I mean, I'm already kind of on it. That's IDW Scorponok, so
Dakota, We've tried to explain this to you before. G1 is the only thing that matters. Okay.
well, yeah, IDW is G1.
Oh, that's what I'm getting.
G1.
I'll
Oh
start
my
drilling over this thing.
All
God.
right, so this thing, Perfect Effect PE DX04 Guardian, says this is the pre-launch version. It's going to be limited to 800 pieces pre-launch at convention starting in June 2014. So we'll probably more than like we'll probably may see some of the stuff at maybe Botcon.
Well,
It's some of the little things, but it says it includes the special cover artwork. Available places: U.S., Canada, United Kingdom, Italy, France, Japan, Singapore, and the PEDX04 Guardian normal version will be available in the fourth quarter of 2014. So if you want it, this first run and get it early, you're going to get the nicer cover artwork and just get it early. That's pretty much what you get.
and I am going to be on the hunt for this guy because, the only convention I know of starting in June is going to be Botcon, especially geared towards Transformers.
And TFCon will be right behind it. It'll be there too.
Yeah, TFCon's in June? I thought it was in July.
Well, what I'm saying is it's like not too far behind. It's not like 4 months later.
And this is Brave Max, so I now have no reason to pick up Warden. Although if I can't get my hands on this, then I'll just pick up Warden and I'll never pick up the Brave Max color scheme. But man, I'm hoping I can get my hands on this. Give me more of a reason to buy the actual Car Robots Brave Max. So very happy
I had all
about
these
this.
other pictures of them here.
Looks good.
See all the nice paint detail in there. Oh yeah, I do have quite a few pictures of this. I forgot I had these. Oh. So we can get a look at everything there. Oh, does it come with that stand too? I assume so, since it says PE on it.
Yeah.
They're showing it with them.
Warden did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just I need to get in contact with people at Botcon doing parts parties and like, hey man, is this gonna be at your parts party or which room's this Perfect Effects room? Because I need to get on that now. Yeah, I'm gonna be there too.
I'm gonna get in with you, man. I need to. If you find one, I need you to pick up another one. And I'll pay you when I get there.
That's right. I'll be looking around. That's for sure.
All right.
Oh, what a waste this is.
Getting into the MakeToys, this is Battle Sentinel Gento, I believe is how you say it. Based on the Hyper Nova Core figure, it's going to have a November release. So this is one of the figures here.
Yeah, so I hope everyone knows that Reveal the Shield Prime is still readily available at about $15 to $20. Even on the secondary market. While I'll agree that this is just a better figure overall, chances are that double the price point of the original not going to set too well with a lot of people. I know there's a lot of hardcore third-party collectors that are like, oh, hell yeah, but no.
I'd rather have them do the shattered glass so I don't have to go out and buy a Botcon.
I would have them rather do that so I don't have to mod my pre-existing Botcon because I don't do that. Maybe we'll see that though. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm hoping for it.
A lot of more information to come on some stuff like this, but MakeToys MT03N the Nemesis. So don't get this one either. Just keep on moving by.
Oh.
Gonna get it.
Look at those little skulls that hold that in too.
Yeah, I'm still curious on which trailer they're going to use. I can only guess they're going to use the Battle Tanker trailer, but at the same time, it's like whenever Nova Prime became Nemesis Prime, he still had the wings. So we'll see, but I don't know. I'm liking this a lot. Just can't wait for the American retailers to put up their pre-orders, and I am jumping.
That is pretty nice looking, if I do say so myself.
That is the Nemesis Prime to get, in my opinion.
Or MP10B.
Not a Nemesis, though. It's just a Black Prime.
Black Convoy.
Prime Void.
There's the battle tanker.
Oh, so it is going to be Battle Tanker. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of sad, but still getting it.
Yeah.
I thought that because this is one that we just like saw a silhouette that you were like, yep, getting that. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and by MakeToys as well, the CityBot series MCB002 Utopia, which is their not Metroplex. Here we can finally see these, little painted details and the actual, molded color plastic and stuff like that instead of it just the prototype stage. You can see him side by side with Green Giant, which is not a small figure. So looks really nice there, and I got quite a few pictures here. But if you're like me and the Generations one just wasn't your thing, I know people love it and it was cool and hundreds whatever dollars for a 2-foot robot. It's a pretty awesome sounding deal, but this feels more like G1 Metroplex to me. It's like you put articulation and definitely touched up the details on my G1 Metroplex, and that's what I wanted.
Well, I think it looks good. I just hope it doesn't become a wasted endeavor on MakeToys' part, because they do stuff that just makes me smile. Like, they're the only third-party company that just sticks out to me, especially with like all the comic stuff they do. Obviously, the Fallen, Nova Prime, so on and so forth. But I just hope that this is fruitful for them, so I can continue to get stuff that I want.
Oh, there's plans for more. But
Yeah,
that's the next thing.
But I'm hoping that it's going to be decently priced, because how much was the Green Giant total?
I believe it was like somewhere around like $350 in a box set.
This is probably going to be upwards, at least close to $3, you would assume.
Yeah, considering there's not all that extra engineering that went into it, I'd say if not the exact same.
So it's not as much as like Planet X Genesis, but it's going to be up there. But I'm hoping that they repaint this thing into Metro Titan. Someone has to do it someday. Hasbro's not going to do it. We're not getting any reissue of the Encore version of Metroplex into Metro Titan. This would be nice. But
I love the look of this guy. I think there's more pictures. Oh yeah, there he is in his base, which I think looks really cool looking.
Good. Okay, I want to see the next thing. I know you have the next MakeToys item. Let's see it.
Okay. And you can see his little roller. I saw someone said it was like, I would definitely display this guy in this mode. I'm like, really? This is worse fun.
Real quick before we do move on to the next one, though, got a couple of comments.
All right.
Got one from Prime Matrix 1986. Says, "Hey guys, first time seeing you live." His question is, have you opened up any and checked out any of the Age of Extinction figures? If so, what do you think? I guess that'd be something for Jaim and I. Jaim, if you want to answer that, or
you want to do that at the end of the show, or
yeah, we can do that towards the end if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Anything else, or is it end of the show stuff?
Robbie Reap says, "Cool." And Chris says he'll pass on Scorponok, not interested. Now if only Mastermind Creations made one. Darn, really? Or reality? Well, Chris, I thought we were cool, but whatever.
All right, well, some more news on this. This is a few pictures from the MakeToys 2014 product catalog. So get into this. A few of the little series that they're going to be doing. You see the CityBot series. And going a little bit further. Again, table of contents. And bringing up the Battle Tinker series. So you see all these guys here, some that they've already come out with, some that they are about to come out with, and you have 2 more slots available there. So
Shatterglass, Magnus, and Prime. Can't help but think.
So you got your add-on kits, your complete figures, and these are your basics. So it's going to be 2 more basic figures. So there you go. And this is why I'm not like completely on board with Perfect Effects Scorponok thing. One, I want to see actual robots like we see with the Metroplex here. Now you notice that I said this was 002 for this guy, Utopia. That's because 001 is just the add-on for the, I guess, you're the snake or horse or whatever it was that year.
I had the Platinum Omega.
Yeah. When they gave them that add-on, that was basically their 001. 002, or I'm sorry, 02 is going to be, you're not Metroplex. 2 more spots here. I gotta think one of those is going to be Triptychon, because we've been asking for that for so long. We know that more than likely Hasbro Takar is not going to do it for us, because they said that like we don't have any plans to do a Titan class figure anytime soon. So that's another reason why I wanted this, because hopefully I can get those 2 guys in scale and they will look fantastic on my shelf, versus I get the Generations Metroplex as 2 foot tall, and then I have to buy MakeToys Triptychon, and then I got another thing where Scorponok's extremely short, Fort Max is way tall, and I just want them to be, around the same size. So two slots there that they plan on doing. Who else do you think they should do?
I know who they're doing.
I don't know. I'm sold on the IDW Scorponok, so I don't really care.
Okay, well, I got another Scorponok little info for you as well.
Yeah.
And then coming down here to, I'm not sure. Who is this?
Atrocity.
Who?
I'll tell you who it kinda, sorta, somewhat, maybe looks like. Not the little wheel loader guy or the other guy, but the dude with the wings and the. He looks kind of like IDW Diatlas, kind of.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
Interesting.
Might see those, and that's going to be part of the Crystal City Chronicle there. So, and a couple of repaints right here. All right, so MakeToys taking a look at Metal Storm. Basically, they're not scattershot, and man, this looks pretty nice. You can definitely, you can take this thing off here. That was one little thing that I was kind of like, yeah, that looks strange, but you can take that off because it comes as bow and stuff like that. So you can set it off to the side if you wanted to. But your thoughts on this?
They make, for me, a not cool combiner component, and combiner in general look cool, but it's still not something I'm not. It's not something I'm gonna get.
Jaim?
I like it, and if they're going to do the same thing they did with Green Giant, where they're releasing 2 at a time, that's a nice incentive, just because I don't really like having one and then waiting a couple months and getting another one and all that kind of stuff. But if it's priced decently, and yeah, it's just hard to pick and choose, like, because I have Hercules, I have Uranus, and then Planet X, Genesis, and then I really do like that Metroplex Utopia, and then this would fit in scale with that, but this wouldn't fit in scale with the other third-party stuff that I have, and it's just kind of a pain. But I really do like it. I mean, it does look nice. They have captured the aesthetics of the Technobots pretty well, I think.
Yeah. All right, and you also have, God, I can't say this dude's name right, but Lyritus or something? I don't know. It's basically, they're not light speed, so here he is in his car mode. And, we already looked at that. Now, here he is in his robot mode. You see him all painted up and stuff. So not too bad. Here's the look at the back. That's pretty ugly, but no one's going to display their figures backwards. So
I like how they made something that would normally, I guess, have a lame, just simple transformation scheme. Makes it look like it has a nice, fulfilling transformation scheme. But that being said, still not getting any of these guys. But I don't know.
And here you have Blind Fire, not Strafe. You see this, Michael Bay? This is actually Strafe here. So, there he is in his color mode. Who was it?
I mean, he's not blue and black as a main color scheme, or just gray, and has two heads that very much look like dragon heads.
Yeah, or some kind of dinosaur being or whatever. But I think a couple of people were saying that even if they don't get any of them, or all of them, they're getting this. I think a couple of people said that this guy just looks cool. It's one of those robots that you wouldn't mind have as a standalone because he looks awesome. But Technobots, I think most people are going to end up getting it for the combiner. All right, some of the ones that we haven't seen pictures of yet. Here we have Overheat, which is not Afterburner. And what I really like about this is that each one of these, I know they're supposed to look different because they're not the same robot, but on a lot of the other companies, like in my personal opinion, the TFC stuff, a lot of it looks exactly the same, or looks like it transforms almost exactly the same. It just has that look to me, in my opinion, even though it's not. It's not exactly the same, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Each one of these, you can tell that it has something different about it, and I really dig that. I love these head sculpts too.
Yeah, those hands are terrible though.
Yeah, they do. They look like shovels or scoops or something.
Yeah.
Got a couple of comments. One from Robbie Reap says his favorite mode for Metroplex, or the not Metroplex rather, is the city mode. Chris says Computron looks cool. He says he looks cool. Don't get him wrong, but he looks kind of bland on color.
He's white.
Yeah.
He would probably like the Metro Titan a lot more because you get the blue and the white and red.
Yeah. Prime Matrix 1986 says Age of Extinction Galvatron, Hound, Strafe, and Lockdown with Generations Cosmos, Shrapnel, Jetfire, and Ball of Cybertron Thundercracker for $200. Or should I replace the Age of Extinction figures for Metroplex? Still $200 if he does that. I guess he's wanting our opinions. Man, non-biased as I am, I think the Galvatron looks terrible. I think the Hound looks bland. Strafe looks good. Lockdown is somewhat. The two little Generations guys, that's something Josh could probably fill you in on. The Generations Jetfire looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
get Generations Jetfire. I think that looks nice.
Yeah, so I just don't think. Me personally, I wouldn't get the Fall of Cybertron Metroplex. But then again, there's also like 3 of those movie toys that I wouldn't really pick up either. So I don't know.
I think if you're kind of torn between it, then there's really not anything that says like I gotta have this. So just save your money until you find something that you're like, dude, gotta have that.
Yeah.
I don't care what it costs, gotta have it. Then spend your money like that. That's just kind of what I'm starting to do. Well, you don't end up buying stuff and then putting it up. Movie figures they're gonna be on clearance. Heck, they're already clearancing the Constructabot movie figures. Jaim, you took a picture of that and put it on Twitter. Yeah. You're like,
that was hilarious.
Things haven't even been out for like 2 days. They're already on clearance. So, but I was gonna say that I like the Spike mode. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And all the different paint apps and futuristic looking. All right, and then you have a Sonic Drill. They're not nose cone. Dude, you could repaint this into several Brave figures.
Yeah, definitely. Every single freaking drill tank that's in the Brave series.
But I like him. I like his color breakup on this guy.
There's going to be a 4-pack of nothing but that mold and all those different Brave colors.
Yeah, just throw some chrome on them.
Would it be like 11? Is there 11 drills?
In Brave?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's...
They can give us 3 different 4-packs. How about that?
Here it is. So.
Or 6 2-packs or something.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not too bad looking. I like that. Technobots were actually my first combiner when I was a kid. So my parents wanted to wait till I was a little bit older, and they actually bought the box set instead of the individual carded figures before they started getting me that stuff. So I think I got it when I was like 4. So. Now taking a look at the Quantron, not Computron, just a couple of scan images of these guys. You can see those. We've already basically looked at them, to be honest. And there's all the vehicle modes. And those size up quite nice.
Yeah.
I'll dig that. Here's each one of those. We've already looked at those, so let me get past that. And here we go. So here he is, side by side with MakeToys Green Giant. As you can see, he's a little bit taller in the head. He does have this little back thing back here. Now, some people were saying they don't like the fact that his head is kind of stuck down in there. I'm not too fond of it either, but I don't think it will look as bad like once you take this section off back here, which will become his bow, and you can see that here in a bit. But
seeing all these like completely colored, like finalized images, are they just gonna like right out offer this guy in the box set, or?
I would love that.
Yeah,
that's
that would be nice.
what I'm kind of like thinking right now.
So this is what I was talking about. See, you can, if you don't like that, and it kind of makes his head not look like it's, I guess, so sunk down. It's kind of the same as what you got with Fans Project's, Minosaur.
Yeah.
But it looks, I like this. That was the first silhouette we ever saw of this guy. Was that image?
See, look how silhouettes treat this guy. I'm telling you, man, perfect effect, Scorponok.
I think the colors just, they go well all over this guy. That was one thing about Computron. He just, all the colors really went well together. So really digging this. All right, and now the Optimus Prime Convoy and Black Convoy transforming pins. These things are going to be priced around $55 and have a ETA of September 2014. I don't know if I'm like totally down with, like, I wouldn't be using this as a pin. I don't know who really would. Who would get any work done if they had a transforming Optimus Prime pin anyway? But I don't think the Prime looks bad. It's pretty posable. Looks better than some of the other stuff that they've been coming out with.
Stuck in that board meeting, take your pen with you and transform it. Have a nice little battle.
Until the ink cartridge bust and.
Yeah. Who knows?
All right, so we don't have enough super deformed Optimus Prime, so Kotobukiya says they're going to be making one as well. The only thing that I'm a little confused on is we see this little truck here, and some people were like, does it transform? Does it not transform? Because I'm really can't see. I don't think this is going to transform, to be honest with you guys. Just because you can see that the windows here for him are not the same for the front here. So I think this is just more of a little mini figure. Because that's what it looks like.
What if it does the Jinrai thing?
I doubt that.
But that could very well be the back of the toy. Or maybe, like, I don't know.
Quit giving people false hope.
I'm giving everyone false.
But he's gonna come with the axe. I guess he's gonna come with an extra hand to where he can point his finger at you and make tricks.
He's pointing the wrong finger.
He's just happy to be there. Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah, it's just a little bitty truck there. So, and most people, have said, I've never bought anything from Kotobukiya, but a lot of people said that it's pretty good quality. It makes some pretty good stuff. So, there's also Kids Logic, which is officially licensed, and I can't even remember all of them. But there's like a ton of these things out at the moment.
Chris and Transformers Guy 223 are still hung up on the pins. Chris is like, if I was in an exam, I wouldn't be doing the exam. I'd just transform that thing a million times. But at $55, to be honest, I would use the hell out of that as a pen.
It better
Because,
come
man.
with reusable ink cartridges and
Oh
or
yeah.
ink cartridge, and that's for like an old
It's
school
not
printer.
ink, it's called Energon.
Yeah.
Refill it with Energon.
Oh my goodness. So here's another kind of like nice novelty item, kind of like the pen. So Mega Drive Megatron. Say that 5 times fast. Mega Drive Megatron.
Mega Drive, Megatron, Mega Drive, Megatron, Mega Drive, Megatron, Mega Drive, Megatron, Mega Drive, Megatron. Okay, I did it.
All right, you get nothing, but it
Oh,
is coming soon. Or no, coming soon. The next update is July, so not coming July. So my bad. But there's a little look at him. Other than his very small feet here, it doesn't look too bad. You know, for what he is, and you're just kind of showing him while transform. He's going to be very small too, so that's something just give you guys a heads up on. And he's also going to be coming with a controller that separates and kind of fits on his back, kind of like wing, or you can kind of see it right there. So they don't show the controller in this picture, but just letting you know that it will come with that. So, there you go.
How sweet it would have been if they would have been able to create the Genesis as a transformer, and it actually fully functioned as a Genesis too.
that would be a feat
That's asking
of
a lot.
crazy modern engineering. But then you got to think like video game companies would start like re-releasing like old Genesis games.
That would, I don't know. That would be sweet. But oh well.
I got a Super Nintendo, or my brother. Since he's moving, I was like, dude, can I keep this and like all the games and stuff like that? He's like, why not? I was like, I mean, it's half mine anyway, like all these games and stuff like that because they were bought for us. I was like, so you had it for 15 years now. It's it's my turn. So here we have Bold Forms Gladius, not G1, G2 Megatron. So basically, in robot mode, he's going to look like G1 Megatron. In his alt mode, he's going to be a tank to look like G2 Megatron. So there's just the newest image of him. If you didn't see any of the other ones, then here you go. Coming summer 2014. All right, and now with Gigapower HQ02 Grassor. I believe that's how you say that. They're not Masterpiece Slag or Slug, however you want to say it. This is their second figure in their Dinobot line. It says this very bulky build not slag is roughly 11.5 inches, 29 centimeters tall. MP10 Optimus Prime is 9.5 inches or 24 centimeters. So about 2 heads taller than Prime. So there's a little look at him, and I'm sure it's going to look great. We haven't got the first one, which I believe they were doing Snarl, in anyone's hands yet, but I can imagine that they're going to be doing a good job. They seem to respond good to with the community and try to make sure that they give us what we want. So whether you want to go with Fans Toys, if you want to go with Gigapower, or you want to be like, you know what, I'm just going to hold out for Takara.
Or Bull's Fire.
Or Bull's Fire, yeah.
My only concern with this company is if they make up the mock-up and then they ask the TF community to critique it, it's going to take a long time to get these Dinobots out. I mean, it's nice. I like that. It's really, basing it off the fans' vote and all that, but man, it's just like...
The changes were so minor anyway on the Snarl figure that I was like, I don't even know why you asked, because, I mean, it was just like this moved just a little bit. It wasn't enough to, cause like a couple-month delay, so... But there you go. And I put this at the end just because of the silhouette, but MakeToys MCB003 Pandinus or something. I don't know how to say that, but they're not Scorponok. I could read all that, but it'd probably just bore you guys. But he is going to be measured from head to toe, excluding the stinger, so not included there. Measure will be around 36 centimeters.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to having.
And
it's going to be taller than Utopia.
It will be bigger than Utopia. It will also feature the same oversized ratcheting mechanisms that used in Utopia. It says that they're going to have further information on gimmicks and alternate modes will be announced later. So he's going to have his robot form here. He's also going to have his scorpion form here. They haven't shown it, but he's also going to have his base mode as well. So it's going to be a fully functioning triple changer. So
Still, you know, I don't know. I guess that this is where we all become biased in our own right. Still want the perfect effect one. But although I want the perfect effect one in the black Xeric colors, because I mean, I'm not gonna have 2 Scorponox in my collection. Unlikely that they'll accept my offer for a trade. So I don't know.
you know, I'm not going to base anything off silhouettes, but
But
I
after
like.
what we've seen of Utopia, though, oh, this should be pretty darn sweet.
Yeah. And custom robots Hound. So there's the first little look at him there.
Looks like the classics version, but with less transforming bits. So it's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Classics mixed with Rebel Tech.
Yeah, it's a glorified Action Master, basically.
Yeah.
All right, and add-ons. Here we have unique toys. I think it's the 02 City set Kit Metroplex. It's their upgrade head. I don't know why you would need this, but yeah. So you get some guns there. You get these little 2 things that whatever those go to, and a head. So yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I believe that's out now. Then you have Guilty G05 Pride add-on for Fall of Cybertron, Starscream, and Jazz. So you get the little blaster. You just take his joint off of his arm, I believe, and you connect this instead.
I think that's a pin joint, if I'm not mistaken.
And you can do it to Jazz as well. And then you also get the coronation headpiece or crown for Starscream.
I think they would have been better off doing that if the game was still hot.
Yeah, God. And then this is another add-on that of the G1. What is it? It's done by GI Eddie and Echo TF, and they're getting the car weapons for the Fans Project M3 that are not Minosaurs. So the one shown is for Downforce, but there's like little different things you can plug here and there, whatever, to where you can use it with different, the different figures. So, this is the same company that it's giving you all this to make Downforce actually look like, you got that plug in there. So just to kind of refresh, make him look more complete. So. For him, and a little spoiler for Breakdown, and little fillers here to where you just had holes, and I like this kit. If I was keeping this figure, I plan on selling it though.
Oh.
All right, so you want to get into questions? There was a couple of questions, or.
Yep, there was one that the guy that asked about Age of Extinction, Galvatron, and Hound, and Strafe, and Lockdown, and the Generations, Cosmos, Swerve, or not Swerve, Cosmos, and now I can't find the comment. Here it is. Shrapnel, and then the leader Jetfire, and Fall of Cybertron Thundercracker for $200, or should he replace the Age of Extinction figures for Metroplex, and it's still $200 if he does that. I don't know. I say you're better off just getting.
I'd save my money. I don't even think any of that stuff's worth $200, to be honest. I mean, there's some cool figures in there that you announced, like the Cosmos and the Swerve, but I mean, you can pick it up for $20. There's no reason to buy.
I'm just trying to think.
Stuff.
Fall of Cybertron Thundercracker. You're looking at $10 maybe. Shrapnel, and now I can't find the comments again. That's awesome. Here it is.
All those little 2-pack Generations things, you can pick them up for $10.
So you're looking at 20 there. Jetfire is going to be what, 50 or 60? So
I think he's like 45.
Oh, okay.
He's not going to be over 50.
Worst case, 50. Galvatron, Hound, those are $40 for each of, or for both of them, I mean. And then Strafe is going to be 15. Lockdown is going to be 15. So I don't know, dude. No way, not for $200.
No, that's a ripoff.
Yeah.
So, I thought there was actually another question though. Something that was after that.
Yeah, he said, or should I replace the Age of Extinction figures for Metroplex, and it'd still be $200 if he did that.
But I thought there was another.
I'm curious if that's going to be like, does that mean Metroplex and Jetfire, Shrapnel, Cosmos, and Thundercracker? Because, I mean, I don't know. Still, you'd be cutting close on what a decent deal
Let's
would
move
be.
past this. I thought there was
The other question is, have you guys opened up and checked out the Age of Extinction figures?
Okay, that's what I was wanting to get to. So you guys.
So.
Jaim, do you want the honors, or you want me to do the honors, or?
Well, I mean, I guess I can go first. I have the 2 leader class figures, and I have 2 deluxe size, and they're the Dinobots and Optimus. And for what they're worth, I mean, they're okay. I really wanted the Grimlock just because of the chrome aspect, because I like chrome. It's shiny.
How do you like that dinosaur mode, though?
Yeah, I like him in his robot mode a lot more. But, you know, are they worth $45? You know, probably not. I mean, the amount for just the 2 leader classes, you can go and get, you know, a nice masterpiece figure and such. But I do like the new look, the whole knight, you know, kind of feel from the Dinobots and such. And, you know, am I going to go and get the rest of the movie toys? Probably not. They transform easily. I mean, they say 14 steps, 19 steps. I don't know why they have to do that anymore. Like, Scorn actually has more steps than actual leader class Grimlock. You know, it's kind of dumb to have that on there. But I don't know. I mean, do you have any thoughts, Dakota, of like, are they?
You know, I didn't pick up the leaders because I don't know. I feel very mad about the way they went with that. You know, the evasion mode Optimus, that Voyager. Had they done the new movie Prime's style, his new look in that Voyager class, I probably would have picked that up because that leader just looks awful. I picked up Voyager Grimlock and I like it. It has the curling iron elbows, but it's fixable because the wrist can actually rotate. Although, I mean, you're gonna suffer a little bit with the big like forearm pauldrons hanging off. Granted, everything's tight. He looks good. His weapon's a little dumb. The way it plugs in Beast and the dinosaur mode is really dumb. But other than that, his robot mode looks good. The Voyager Grimlock robot mode looks good. I like the leader version robot mode better, but at the same time, the Voyager Grimlock dinosaur mode, T-Rex mode, looks good too. So I just, he looks good in both modes. So.
Here's a quick question for you. The Voyager class Grimlock, does it have a ball-jointed head or is it a swivel?
It's a swivel.
Yeah, it's the same with the leader class.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of not happy about, but whatever.
Yeah. But here's the thing with that swivel, it's kind of like on another rotational joint. It's kind of like a rocker joint, I guess. So you can have it look down and then like kind of slightly back to look up, so you have that too.
Okay.
But I picked up the 2 Dinobots, like James said. I love this whole like Knights aspect they're taking with the Dinobots, especially with the Botcon theme this year. That's just my personal takes on it. You know, I'll be able to put these Dinobots in, and maybe my pirates will be evened up because we know there's going to be a pirate troop builder. So there's that. I picked up Crosshairs. I went back and picked up Crosshairs.
Oh, poor guy.
I'm
sorry.
I like it, to be honest. It's a Corvette, so that's probably why I like it. It's not as easy to transform as some people. There's something about like the back portions of the car getting hooked in car mode. But once you kind of have him in hand, I don't know. He's got the whole like paratrooper trench coat thing going on, I guess. The 2 pistols that hardly passes pistols. And the 1 silenced SMG is like, that's my only problem. I wish it would have just been 2 silenced.
There's a Shipways that's making those SMGs. And you know what? It's got a tricky transformation, you said. I can't wait to watch your reviews where you don't cover the transformation. So I'm looking forward to this.
I deserve that. And I'm actually, I'm going to do that. But yeah, I like Crosshairs. He's lacking in the paint app, but so far, like, those are the only ones I've gotten. I'm going to get Drift and the other Dinobots, like Strafe and the other two, but
Yeah.
I'm probably not
So-
going to get Lockdown. Lockdown looks god-awful in that catalog that we saw. So,
I got a few comments before we get into the topic. I'm not going to really spend a whole lot of time on it because we've been on for an hour and a half already. But Bear Prom Games, he says, "Holy Mother of God, yep, my mind is made up. I'm going with this slag." So he's going to go with the Giga Power over the Fans Toy or anything else. It's not even 50% done with the final design, so no brainer. He also says, "Freaking called it with the Scorpionaut next. MakeToys, you guys rock. Man, he's so pumped, and this is the best third-party toy ever made."
Well.
Off the silhouette. Oh, well, he's got high expectations there. Hope you're not disappointed like I was with this freaking Batman over here, dude. God, I've been looking forward to it for over half a year, and it's messed up. But he also says, "Why would you make Metroplex's face of gold?" Yeah, I was kind of looking at that too. I was like, this doesn't match with anything. If anything, it should have been chrome. For those people that did not get that exclusive, but who knows what they were thinking. And also says, for the right price, you get the little kit for Starscream. I guess he's talking about the Guilty thing. And Transformers Guy 223 says, "Is there one figure you would give up your whole collection for?" And then he put in quotes, "or half."
can I answer that? Because mine's really quick. No, I mean, there's not really a whole lot left I have to get, and it's not really going to be too terribly expensive in the long run. So absolutely not.
I gotta say no here as well, just because, just looking at it as a financial thing, like there's not a Transformer figure out there that that I would trade in, I guess, my whole collection for, just because I know my collection's worth more than any just one particular figure, or even half of it. So,
yeah,
no on that. I mean, maybe if I was just starting out, or just had a couple of figures or something like that. But Jaim, I mean, do you even answer this or?
Well, to me, I've been collecting for a while. There's nothing that is out there that I would trade my collection for now.
And it's also the journey to, of you going and looking for this thing and looking for it. I know sometimes it can be a pain, but to do all those searching, on eBay or whatever the case may be, trades or however you obtain your collection. But you remember whenever you get that figure, or I do on most of my stuff. So
yeah.
And Mark Dell, love the Voltron. You're gonna make a review on it? Yeah, probably. It's going to be whatever. This is Saturday, so it's gonna be next week. So basically, just here in a few days. Let's go ahead and get into the little topic, and we can elaborate a little bit if we want. But it was basically the top 5 greatest villains as far as their character goes. And we basically said we weren't going to do like 6-Shot, 6-Night, or Double Dealer. Like those guys went from being Decepticons to Autobots. So kind of left them out because I don't know if you can consider them a full-fledged villain, just because they eventually kind of turned good or had good tendencies or great shot. And that was kind of really the only stipulation. We wanted to mainly focus on character, not who's the most awesome villain, and stuff like that. But Jim, why don't you go first with number 5? We'll kind of just
in any particular order.
I did mine in no order.
Okay. Well, for me, I don't have any order. So
he never has an order. Like I learned that the hard way this past week.
Sorry. My first top 5 villain would be Beast Wars Megatron. Gosh.
All the villains have to have that.
I think he is one of the best villains ever, in the whole Transformers world. Just the way he plotted everything, David K., bringing him to life. And I love the fact that he didn't get pushed into the realm of, hey, this is Megatron, and now we're going to create Galvatron out of him type scenario, like they did with G1, like they did with the the Unicron trilogy and so forth. And I think he's a great, he actually had a plan, he executed it, and I mean, from Beast Wars all the way to Beast Machines, just your straight up badass.
Dakota, PrimalSabbath.
I'm gonna go with my number 5. Like 4 out of these 5 are gonna be comic book characters, so I mean, there's that. Number 5 is going to be the IDW Overlord, because I mean, he was absolutely crazy about getting Megatron's attention to the point of, Last Stand of the Wreckers. He took over that planet, like set all these prisoners free, and it was just a slaughter fest, just so Megatron could, notice him. And the entire time he had no idea Megatron was offline. And I don't know, just something crazy about the character, something very diabolical about his nature. And he was a Phase Sixer, so that's my number 5.
So I was thinking of Overlord, but he kind of turns a little bit of good there at the end of Super God Master Force. But like you said, you're doing comic version. I look at this and I guess it kind of says something about us, because we're talking about these characters' personalities, and I'm looking at my list and all mine are crazy or have like something like mentally wrong with them, or I don't know. But I just kind of looked at that and I was like, why do I like all these guys? And they're all G1, so no surprise there. Number 5, I went with Minosaur, just because he's just a complete nut job. He would be one of the most powerful Decepticons ever, but all 5 of those personalities in that one head, and they all, I mean, you got one guy that thinks he's better than everyone, and the other one that, he doesn't even know why he even exists. He's just like, whatever. And another guy that he just wants to destroy everything. He doesn't care. Another guy that he's just like, I don't care if we die as long as we win the battle. So you got all these guys, and they never mesh together well, and you can see them like, struggle in the G1 cartoon in a couple of episodes, which I thought was funny. So that's why I put them at number 5.
Cool. My next one would be from Super God Master Force, Devil Z. I think that he doesn't even have a body, and yet he is the manipulator. He's the puppet master behind the whole shebang until he actually, takes over Black Zarek's body and such. But I just think that's a really cool concept, just to have this like menacing persona that even Lady Mega and Lord Giga were always, they have to bow down, and they're fearful of this like kind of blob like kind of mass or something that could do something to them, and it was telling them what to do and all that. So I'm going with Devil Z, my next one.
My number 4 is going to be IDW Shockwave. He's so evil and bad that Megatron's bad evil agenda isn't even like on his radar. He does everything like solely kind of for his own purposes, I guess. And I don't know. He was just a very mad kind of character. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't his mind kind of locked up in didn't they like extract his spark from his body in crap? What's that? Garrus 9. Jaim, you'd probably know more than I would, or you'd probably know more than.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Regardless, he was a very, very kind of. He wasn't crazy to the point of like ripping his hair out crazy. He was just crazy to the point as genocide kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, number 4 with me is going to be Swindle. I just like they put quite a bit of character development into him, versus they didn't do as much with the other guys, or even other guys that were combiners. It's like the highlight was get them combined, where Swindle actually went on like little missions, and like Megatron sent him to go do something or give him something, and when he came back, like he's even trying to like cut a deal with Megatron, like, how bad do you really want this, you know? And Megatron, just give it to me. So I thought that he was kind of a unique character, so I got him at number 4.
Cool. For me, the next one would be Starscream. Just because Starscream's character is always power hungry, but yet doesn't have, I guess, the cojones to just do it, take over. I mean, he tries, and what was it in the IDW when Megatron was offline or whatever? I read from the Armada Starscream deluxe size figure, that comic book that came with that. He actually did, and he failed. And he even admitted to Megatron, you know, I failed, I couldn't do this, you know, even though he was offline and all of a sudden, you're going to destroy me? He's like, no, I'm not going to destroy you. But it was just kind of hilarious to see that he actually got his wish but couldn't do anything with it. And we see that throughout in every incarnation of Starscream. He's always right there. Prime was a huge, you know, we saw that until the very end where he just decided, you know what, I just can't do it, you know. Don't destroy me. I will follow you. I'm tired of this. But I just think he's just one of the coolest, uniquest villains out there. So, yeah. That is my next choice.
My number 3 is going to be Shockeract from the 3H comics. He was a herald of Unicron, and by that he was so obsessed with getting the Dark Essence in its complete whole, which is basically like the blood of Unicron, I guess. He went through the extremes of getting it in his own time, which was considered the future time, the extremes of getting it in the what we would consider the present Beast Wars time, or the past Beast Wars time rather, and the present like modern day Earth time. He went through that extreme to bridge all 3 time realities just to have it in its completeness, just for that kind of absolute power. So that's why Shockeract made number 3 for me.
Number 3 for me is going to be from Transformers Victory. That's going to be Hellbat. He's kind of like a Starscream character, to where you know, he kills Death Cobra, or you know, and you know, then blames it on, you know, the Autobots. He's always trying to trick Wheeljack, or look like he's better than Wheeljack, like send him off on missions that he's going to fail, or give him like bad intel. To make him where he can come in and seem like he saved the day and look, you know, better to the source. So he's kind of got a little bit of a Starscream to him. So that's why I put him at number 3.
Cool. Let's see. Next one for me would be Transformers Victory, Dezaris. I absolutely love the character. I think he is one, and I'm talking the anime, not the manga version, just because the manga version, he's got a family, he's got a kid, some other stuff. But I just like how he is in the anime. He takes on Saber tooth and nail, just won't give up, and just kind of fades away at the very end. Just he's not even dead. He just, you know, gets kind of beat up and such. But I just like the fact that he manipulates everything. He comes in there when he needs to. He's the one that actually got, you know, pretty much killed God Jinrai. And he's so powerful that even Lao Kaiser, who's one of the most powerful combiners, is kind of scared of him. So, but that's my next choice.
My number 2 is going to be Cryotech from the 3H comics. He was Beast Wars Megatron's mentor, and he was so outraged at the whole betrayal and being bested thing that he was willing to kind of team up with the Quintessons to get what he thought was rightfully his, which was Cybertron. So I don't know, just the whole, even though he failed, wanting to overcome his student. I don't know, he was kind of a weird character, but he was sort of the mentor to Beast Wars Megatron, and I think that definitely he helped shape and mold him, so that's why he made it to the number 2 spot.
Cool.
Number 2 for me is going to be easy. It's Galvatron, and we're talking about Season 3 Galvatron, just because he's completely mad. He's crazy. So I much preferred him in that version. So that's number 2 for me. Anyone that knows or has been watching for a long time knows that I love Galvatron, so don't really have to explain it.
Everybody gets. My final choice is Soundwave. And I'm going to go with Transformers Prime Soundwave because I really like the cold, calculative version of that Soundwave. The way that he would just open up a space bridge to get people off the ship, or when the wreckers are going to board at the very end to take over the bridge, he just looks at them, forms a space bridge, they disappear, they're gone. And just when he even gets captured by the Autobots and he starts deleting himself and he has a little smiley face on, he starts mimicking Prime's voice and such. I mean, it's just a really cool character that I wish they would have developed a little bit more. We saw a little bit more of, but I like what they did with him.
I liked it whenever they said it was it's the quiet ones you got to worry about, and he ends up just beating up everybody.
Yeah.
My number 1's going to be Beast Wars Megatron. Basically the same exact reasons Jaim kind of stated, but it was so much more. He was able to think just 15 steps ahead, and there towards the end of Beast Machines, after basically at the end of Beast Wars, he had the spark of the original Megatron sharing the same body as him. And it was forcibly removed at the end. Granted, that was something that was only on the special features, but it happened nonetheless. So how he evolved as a character into Beast Machines, he was just so anti-organic, and having shared that body, that spark with the original Megatron, can't help but think that was something that really kind of made that character in Beast Machines. I mean, he was so anti-organic to the point to where it was crazy. Everything has to be technology, but and the fact that he was able to, like I said in the Cryotech deal, he was able to best his mentor. He was playing on his mentor's agenda, but for himself and not for his mentor, if that makes any sense. So just all around such a very well thought out character in both cartoon and comic form. It's just, the depth for that character as a villain is absolutely astounding.
My number 1 is going to be G1 Starscream. Now, I know you could probably even throw Prime Starscream or any Starscream in there, but just G1 Starscream, it really drove the show, to where it wasn't just, oh, let's go for power and Autobots come and then we fight, we retreat. You always had that Starscream element to where I was like, how is he going to try to screw over Megatron, here? And he really, if there is one person that is a Decepticon, it's definitely Starscream.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just all in the word there. He's deceptive, so always try to get ahead. And even in the movie, it was a shame to see him go. So, but I gotta say he's number 1, as far as personality, character, just because he delivers so much, and he's such a fun character, and he's absolutely hilarious.
Funny,
watch.
You mentioned that about him. That's exactly what Megatron said to him in the IDW series. He was the living embodiment of what being a Decepticon means. Granted, very shortly later, Starscream came to the terms, Megatron basically said, but this right now is still my reign. You'll have it soon. And I don't know, it was a very heart-to-heart moment with both Megatron and Starscream, and kind of very noble for Megatron to do. To say to Starscream, he was able to, I don't know, it was really, really neat seeing that in the comics.
All right, I guess cleaning up the comments here, and then we'll just kind of outro ourselves and talk about the aftercast. But Random Man also says number 5, Prime Megatron, pre-Predacons Rising. Number 4, Fall of Cybertron, Bruticus. 3, Shattered Glass, Optimus. 2, G1 Galvatron post-movie. And 1, IDW Shockwave. Let's see. Karon, I guess that's how you said it. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But Karon 3 says this is my first time in a right now video. I guess you mean live stream. So, all right. So all cleaned up there. A couple of things that just want to remind you guys in case we have people that joined here at the very end. We're doing 2 different giveaways. We do have the Cybercast logo shirt. I don't know if you can see it right here. I'm wearing one right now. As soon as we hit 100 members on our cybercastnetwork.com website, then we will be giving away one of these shirts and shipping it for free. All you have to do is be a member there and subscribe on YouTube at cybercastnetwork.com. G1 Hextron, PrimalSabbath, and Victory Saber 77. All that information is going to be under Transformers General Discussion in the forum section. It's going to be under Transformer or Cybercast giveaway. And the other thing is, once we hit 250 members on YouTube for Cybercast Network and also the website, I will be giving away a Voyager Mint Seal Box Whirl and also a Voyager Mint Seal Box Rhinox. So already got those guys picked up. If you decide that you wanted something else or you already have them, then I don't mind exchanging them as long as it's the same price equivalency. But Dakota, you want to go ahead and outro yourself and let them know about your show on Tuesday, just to remind you that which day it's on, so you don't tell everybody on Wednesday.
Yeah, I've been telling everyone Wednesday for like the last 3 weeks. I host the Cybercast Network Transformers Topic Show every Tuesday. We start that at 6:30 p.m. So if you kind of watch last week's, you'll get a good vibe of what this next one is going to be. Even though we kind of sort of somewhat touched on it today, we can touch on it a little bit more in depth. Or I can just completely change the topic and lie to everybody that watched last week. I don't really care which one we do. So yeah, you can find me everywhere at PrimalSabbath. With that being said, that is who I am.
Good to know.
All right. I'm Jaim, Victory Saber 77. Find me on YouTube or Twitter. And I am the host of the Aftercast. If you want to be on the Aftercast, just make sure you're a subscriber and a member to our website. There are going to be some stipulations now, so sorry, but that's just how we play the game now.
Which Cybercast episode is, or Aftercast episode is this?
It's going to be 16.
Oh, 16. So keys to the car. I mean, you got to have some responsibilities now.
Yeah.
For all those, riding.
I just don't want some like Joe Smo, dude. I don't know why I give him a last name of Smo, but anyway, just some random person being like, yeah, I want to come on.
Yeah, it starts at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I send out the invites usually a half hour beforehand, so you can get all the technical issues out of the way, or we can, shoot the breeze too beforehand. And starts at 9 p.m. So there you go.
So
message me through YouTube. What?
Yeah, here in about an hour. Yeah, message them through YouTube, Victory Saber 77. So
yeah.
All right, and myself, Josh, also known as G1 Hextron. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, G1 Hextron, and also like my Facebook page, the G1 Hextron. I do have a couple of things for our community. We have Twitter, Cybercast Net, so go follow us there. Everything we talked about today, we always put those tweets up, and also on our Facebook page, which is Cybercast Network, so go make sure you like that as well, so you can get all the announcements, and sometimes we ask you guys questions or what you think for a topic, or just random stuff, and I usually put it on the Facebook page just because I can type more and I'm not limited to 140 characters. What is the other thing? YouTube is Cybercast Network, and also our website is cybercastnetwork.com. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. We have a what?
The Tumblr, or is that just yours?
No, I didn't sign us up for that. I signed us up for Instagram. I just haven't posted anything. I just started posting my first couple of photos on my Instagram, so I'm gonna get that thing kicked off. But see how it goes.
There's so many different forms of this social stuff. It's beyond me.
So follow us all there if you'd like, and thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you have any topic suggestions for the Cybercast here in the future, make sure you go to the forums, Transformers General Discussion, and there's a little topic ideas and stuff like that. You put that in there, and that's what we usually try to pull from. Also, if you want to be a featured member for showing off your collection, we will be showing off one a week. Take lots of pictures and stuff like that, and we'll show all that off. So maybe it'll be yours. So talk to you guys later. See you on the Aftercast, and have a good night. Bye.
See you later.